So, in between working on the Moon map, the Moon remake map, I have other maps that I've always wanted to work on. They're always in the back of my head throughout the years I've always been like, hey, I want to make this kind of map. And now that I can do it, you know what? I want to do it. I'm still 100% committed to the Moon map right now, but right now it's a lot of scripting stuff. It gets monotonous, so I like to space it out a bit with working on something else. Keep my creativity fresh, and not just kind of like corner myself into this. I gotta work on Moon every day. No, I mean. So yeah, I've got a couple projects. This is one of them. Now I know there's been other Mario 64 maps that have been made for, or a map that had been made for World at War. From what I remember, it's just a port of the Garry's Mod version of the map, the Half-Life 2 Deathmatch map. Yeah, so that was just ported into World at War, and it was Peach's Castle. That's all it was. My vision of it would be a, I don't know, more exploration-based kind of zombies map. And I think that the world, the design of Mario 64 really kind of would fit in well and kind of contrast the gameplay of this game. The general idea is that I would be, well, the map would have all the would have the entirety of Peach's Castle, but it would also have the paintings. You can jump through the paintings and you can go to the other worlds. All the other, the courses, I don't know what they're called in game, I totally forget. But, yeah, and so, I think it'd be a really nice, cool, big, sprawling zombies map. And my idea was, let's say, you jump into a painting, into Bob-omb Battlefield, and then you have to... There's no zombies in the castle itself, by the way. The zombies, there's only enemies in the map, like when you jump through a painting and you are in another world. Yeah, so at the end of every level, there will be an item that'll help you play zombies. So the first level will probably have the power switch. The next level that you unlock will have the I don't know, let's say Juggernog, I don't know, or Quick Revive. Yeah, so you just keep progressing through each of the levels. You unlock new perks. There's like maybe a new gun at the end of one level. And so throughout those levels, you need to kill zombies and earn points. But of course, the zombies will be infinitely spawning. I don't think I'll stick to a traditional round-based thing. I don't know. But I think infinite spawning, endless spawning would be a lot better for what I have in mind. As someone who likes to play zombies maps, I'm kind of tired of the traditional turn on the power, get your perks, run around and kill zombies. I'm kind of sick of that. Yeah, and then, yeah, there's Easter eggs, but I don't know, those are a little silly to me. I just like new gameplay conventions being introduced. Yeah, so anyways, let me walk you through what I've done so far. I started here because I figured, well, this is where the player starts, so I'm going to start here. I have Garry's Mod open because this is what I believe an exact port of the original map. I think they definitely ported the geometry, but there's a lot of triangles here. And I think that's like a Source Engine thing. It just kind of creates a lot of triangles in between the spaces because this is a lot more complicated with geometry than it really has to be. But yeah, I just went into the developer console to turn on wireframe mode, and I've been using this as my template. Similar to what I've been doing for Moon. I always have Black Ops 1 open in developer mode with Moon going, and so I just always have a little window open with my reference that I'm going off. So yeah, luckily there's a lot of textures in Black Ops 3 that are very similar to the ones that are in Mario 64, and yeah, so I mean it's working out good so far. It's not really easy to get all the geometry figured out. I'm not using typical terrain patches because I'm trying to match this exactly. So what I'm just using is terrain triangles, and I'm building it up one triangle at a time. So it can be pretty tough, but it's Mario 64, so it's not really geometrically advanced, and it's not too hard to do. Yeah, so I'll go back to Black Ops 3 here, Radiant. Yeah, so it was just figuring out the path first, and I made the path all the way up to the bridge. Then I made the bridge, and I was figuring that would be my go-off point to where to start the castle. And then in between that, I kind of started filling in the geometry for all the grass and all the kind of landscape here. But yeah, then after that, I focused on the castle for a couple hours. This, by the way, this whole thing took me probably, I'm gonna have to say, 6 hours in total. Not a lot of time. It's pretty easy to do when you have a nice template to go off of. Yeah, so figuring out textures was a lot. I kind of spent a lot of time on figuring out the right ones. This is the best one I could get for the brick, and you know what, it looks good. It looks fine. There's a kind of uncanny weirdness to this, like with all the high definition textures, and then everything is just really kind of geometric. And but I don't know, it looks decent. It looks fine. It's good enough for me. I don't really care. Yeah, so now what I've been doing, I just finished up this area. I finished up the castle, and then I started going off here, made the path up here, and then so I started making this little sandy area going over to the bridge. This was actually kind of hard to figure out, but it's fine. It's a bridge. Let's see what else. Yeah, so what's next? I'm going to probably start doing a lot more of this green kind of landscape all around here. Get the moat figured out, the water levels. That's going to be a scripting challenge, just getting the water to raise and lower. It's going to be swimmable, it's going to be accessible. I totally forgot there's a door here. I got to put that in. So yeah, this is a little side project I'm working on. And I know everyone's excited for the Moon remake map, but it's coming along great. You should be able to expect No Man's Land to come out in the next couple weeks. Honestly, for Moon, I've just been doing a lot of scripting right now and a lot of mapping, and I'm not going to tell you where I am right now, but it's coming along. It's a lot further along than you think it is. I'll just say that. And yeah, okay, well, thanks for sticking around, and because this is not something I really care about spoiling for people, because everyone knows what this is going to look like. It's going to look like Mario. So I'm just going to spoil this for people, as I'm going to make frequent videos on this, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so it's not going to be like Moon, where I've just totally stopped making update videos because I kind of want it to be a surprise to people. This, I'll just, I'll make frequent update videos on what I'm doing. Also, alongside this video, I'll be uploading a time-lapse of me working on this castle. Yeah, okay, so thanks for sticking around, and you should probably expect another video like this in the next day or two.